I got to be honest, you know, I was a fan of the documentary, and I was a little nervous. I'm sure a lot of people were like, how can you possibly make a movie of this brilliant documentary? Tell people, first of all, if they don't know the documentary Grey Gardens, what this is about.
Well, it was done in the mid-'70s by these really brilliant documentarians, David and Al Maisels, these brothers. And they had been commissioned at one moment to do a film of Lee Radziwill and Jackie Kennedy's childhood growing up on Long Island. And one of the people they went to interview were the Beals. This was Jackie Kennedy's aunt and cousin. And they were so fascinated by these two women who, I don't know if any of you are familiar with this documentary. If you're not, you should see it, because it is one great piece of filmmaking.
Yeah, it is.
The film that they were commissioned to do fell through, but they were so enchanted and fascinated by Big Edie and Little Edie Beale that they went back to do a documentary on them. And it is really about, you know, these two women and how they are living in this incredible kind of almost impossible to believe conditions. But they are two of the most fascinating, riveting characters you could ever hope to observe and
to be able to play. I mean, you looked just like her. You look, it's both of you, and I mean, the makeup was, how long was hair and makeup?
Well, when we were in this look, the final look, it would take anywhere from 4 to 6 hours, which for me was really painful because
hard.
Yeah.
That would,
sitting in the makeup chair for that
Impatience is one of the things I'm trying to let go of. You said anger, I don't know that I can
impatience, I'm still working on that one, too.
But you and Drew Barrymore are so good, and it's done so well, and it kind of shows you how these women got there, which the documentary obviously doesn't.
Yes.
And your voice and your singing, I mean, you are crazy in this. I mean, like crazy good and crazy. You know, you're just like, you're really cuckoo in that scene where you're singing and combing your hair.
Yeah, that was my favorite, you know, because, I mean, we took that right from the documentary, of course, and it was such a joy to kind of learn everything that went with it, you know, I mean, because it was down to a science. I mean, where she would move and her strange gestures, and I mean, just to put yourself inside that, that kind of presence for that length of time.
Was it hard
really
to let go of that character? Did you feel a little like her?
Yeah, because, you know, as an actor, there are certain characters that you just love and other characters that you don't feel that great an affinity for. But, I mean, I loved her. I just thought she had such great intelligence and wit and, I mean, kind of forbearance. And, I mean, she was extraordinary.
It was great. It was, and I wanted those kittens that you were holding all the time. And but it was really, I can't say enough about Grey Gardens. It premieres this Saturday on HBO at 8 o'clock, and I highly recommend it. And also to see the documentary, so you can see how dead on they are. You're just, you feel like you're watching the documentary in some instances. It's fantastic. Jessica Lange, we'll be back with Melissa and Tony from Dancing with the Stars.